All right, Marco, we are about to repeat a mistake that we have made in the past.
Yeah.
So 99% of the beers that we drink on Truth Beer and Podsequences are fucking amazing. They're delicious. They are 100% craft. They are wonderful.
Yep.
However, we have had a couple of really bad beers on the show. Luckily, none of them local.
Right.
I don't think we've ever had a glass of a local beer that we have gone, oh, this was a mistake. But you saw something in the coolers here at BC's Bottle Lodge Montgomery that we've had once before that was a mistake.
Pretty early on in our recording podcast life.
Yeah, I remember.
The gnome was here.
Yeah. I remember this being bad. It wasn't as bad as the Danny Trejo beer.
Oh, that beer was wretched.
But this was not good either. So
yeah, it wasn't good, and so it wasn't flawed from like an infection standpoint.
No.
It just wasn't a good beer. It wasn't a great execution.
No.
That's all.
So I don't remember if that beer. So going off of the Shift Beers, Freshy Boys, and Shelf Turds. The first time we had this beer, I don't remember if it was super old or if it was just a bad beer because it was just a bad beer.
I think it was just a bad beer. So I think us getting this beer only happens around this time.
Okay.
It's pretty much it.
Okay.
So I don't know if it's a one-time drop, if
it's like a seasonal, late spring,
right.
early summer kind of thing.
Right. I don't know, but we usually only get this beer around once a year.
Right. So this beer, because again, we just talked about Freshy Boys and Shelf Turds. This is not a shelf turd
No.
as far as package date. What is the date that this was packaged?
Package date 4/19 of 22, and today
so that's
is
almost a month. 4/17 or 5/17.
5/17. Yeah.
Time doesn't matter anymore at all. So this beer is a month old, and we are going to drink it because why not?
We're going
to try to drink it. We're going to see what happens.
All right.
Marco, do you want to give us a super fresh crispy crack? That was nice. Oh, your face when you smell. So when it's coming from a can, I feel like smelling it, you have to give it a grain of salt because when it's in a can, it's not. Oh my God, that is foamy as fuck.
we might need to put salt in it.
We might need to pretend this is a lager and add like lime and salt and oh my God.
Now.
Okay, so I will say that's what my Josh calls a gnome pour. When you kind of give a slightly heavy pour, the foam comes up just over the top of the glass, but doesn't actually spill over the side. That's beautiful.
Go.
That is beautiful. That is a gnome pour.
That's right.
And that's
the bottom line.
It looks like the head of this beer is going to take like a bit to settle to where
sticking
we can
around.
It is sticking. It is a very
sticking around.
It's a heavy head. Heavy is the head that wears a crown.
That's true.
The crown that this head wears is barbed wire and just as prickly from what I remember from the last time we had it.
That's right.
Do we want to let people know what we're having before we drink it or after we drink
it? After.
Okay, so all right, I'm gonna inhale. I'm gonna
chug it?
Use my No. I'm gonna use my nose. I'm gonna use my olfactory nerves to smell this and see what, because your smell of it from the can did not appear to be good, but in a cup where it has time to breathe, it didn't look like it's much better from that. It
smells like cat pee.
Which, okay.
I mean, depending on the hops, that could be true to form, right?
Exactly. I have had some sours that have a very heavy cat pee smell, and
well, it makes sense. The cat pee smell makes sense.
Brian, the brewer guy from Shift Beers, there is a specific hop or a specific off flavor or off bacteria. I don't know what to call it. That produces a cat pee like scent. Let us know what that is because I don't remember offhand.
Yeah, it's not really an off flavor. It's just what a particular hop
A
made.
particular hop. Okay.
So I'm not going to say the name. I'm going to go ahead and give a description on the can.
While we wait
here.
for this head to drop down enough to where we can actually try to drink.
All right,
it.
I'm gonna leave off some of the beginning of this because
Okay.
it'll give it away. This 6.7% IPA, designed by, and I'm skipping this, and Blank Brewing, for the working man and woman. It features Citra, Cascade, and Chinook.
Okay.
Hops to deliver big flavor with an easy finish. And then I'm going to skip this last part because it'll also
give it away. Now, I will say all of those hops are typically hops that I enjoy. As far as a beer that's brewed,
Yeah,
with.
but Chinook
I don't
gives
know as
off
far
of the cat
as
pee, if I'm
is
not
it the
mistaken.
Chinook? Okay,
Yeah, it's
okay.
the Chinook.
It's. I try not to necessarily judge a beer by its scent because, like I said a minute or two ago, I have had a very, very delicious sour that when I smelled it, it was incredibly heavy on the cat pee smell, but the taste was really, really good. So I am trying to hope that this attempt at drinking this beer is better than the last time. You've already made your decision. You have.
I'm not going to say. I'll wait for
all
you.
right,
and-
all right. So let me see what this beer does for my taste buds. It's just not good.
Yeah, it's not good. Little
It's
mad. I
just
have
not
to, little
good.
mad. I have to pay for it.
I'll pay for it.
No, I mean
Okay.
I'll pay for it, but
All
I
right.
mean it's just
But
like
it's not. So a single can of this here at BC's Bottle in Montgomery is $3.75.
plus a $3 capping fee.
Capping fee, yeah.
All right, everybody. You probably have figured it out if you are listening to this locally. So, Broken Skull IPA.
I wanted to clarify before you said this is not a local beer at all, but
Steve Austin's Broken Skull IPA from El Segundo Brewing Company. It tastes like it was made with brewed with broken skulls.
yeah, and just like sweat, and not that good kind of salty, but just it's just not good. and maybe I
good sweat.
am a good sweat.
So, Julie, what would good sweat be? What-
So, from an activity you enjoy doing,
Oh, okay.
not mowing the yard, that's a bad sweat.
Bad sweat.
But if you're doing something that you enjoy doing and you're getting a good sweat on, that's a good sweat. This is a bad sweat. This is I don't want to be doing this, but I have to do it. So now I'm sweating and I'm angry about sweating. That anger comes out through your pores.
What about
with the
Keith sweat? Is that a good sweat or a bad sweat?
I don't know. You'd have to ask Saunders stories about Keith sweat.
True.
Yeah. I feel bad that you are going to pay for this can, and
Oh, I'm
I
gonna pay for
am
it.
not going to drink this.
No, this is a drain pour. We kind of knew what we were getting
No,
into.
we did. Well, you knew. I didn't know what you were looking at because my back is to the coolers. So I didn't know what was going to happen until you brought the can over, and I went, "Oh man!"
Why did I do that?
I really hoped that the first time that we had this beer, it was just old. Like it was
Right.
just either a bad batch or it
Just
was
really-
sitting around. And maybe it wasn't. I still didn't expect it to be great, but I expected it to be drinkable. And I did not get that even from a beer that is a month old, which it's in a can, it's packaged properly, it's not like the seal was broken. There should be nothing off about this beer. This is tasting the way that it should, that it was intended to taste. And it's awful. Not the worst that we've had, but pretty goddamn close.
Yeah, pretty bad.
Yeah.
I'm not going to finish it.
No, I don't think that I am either.
But why don't we get some tasty beer, Julia?
Let's absolutely do that because I need to cleanse my palate and we need to not let the listeners know that we just continue to drink shitty beer.
Okay.
All right, I'll see you
See ya.
later.